everybody, how y'all tonight? Alright, I gotta mute the computer or it's gonna drive everybody crazy. Alright, there we go. Alright, we got 4 people. 4. We need some more folks, y'all. Alright, so I've got a camera set up over there at the bench. And I have the normal camera there for the sales set up, and of course everyone's favorite camera, this one. So let's see if I can cast this. I need to send this to the lathe so that I can see the comments maybe when I'm over there at the casting area. That should be it. Turn that TV on. Right. Alright, let's see here. We got 4 people on. Where's everybody at? Y'all gotta let me know y'all are here in the chat. Y'all got to let me know you're here. Alright, so we're going to do some live sales tonight. And we're also going to do some casting. I've got some $100 bills, y'all. And they are shredded up, and we're going to throw them in some resin. And that will be the most valuable pen anyone will ever have. Kinda. I'm just rubbing down a few pens over here, getting them ready. Getting them ready for, oh no, there went that camera. Doggone it. Don't know why it chooses to do that. ISO set on auto. Set it to 400. Trying to get the Canon set up for the live sale portion of the show. I guess I need to share this in that chat group and get everybody over there. So I just shared it, into the chat, and waiting on these viewer numbers to jump up, and they actually have dropped, but that'll be all right. And that thing keeps shutting off. We'll have to take and give it power over there. Yeah, all our fireworks, all our professional fireworks were canceled because of the coronavirus. I'm not exactly sure how the Wu flu affects fireworks, but apparently it does. So, and, if it's social distancing, what do you do when you go watch fireworks? You sit in your vehicle and with your family, and that's about it. Maybe a little bit of tailgating, but not really. So I don't understand it. Oh. All right, we got it. So we're just waiting on some people to show up so we can get this thing started. I've got about 7. Hey, Jennifer, what are you doing? Alright, we got 8 people. Hey, Chris. Hey, Miss Christie, how you doing? Is Becky in this group yet? Is she on this live stream yet? That's what I want to know. Because she's over here in the chat talking smack. She is over here at this, over here in this Facebook group talking smack. All right, there's one of the pins that we got coming up tonight. Here's another one. Let me get it rubbed down a little bit. Get the fingerprints off of it. Onyx Jewel. Gotcha. Onyx Jewel, is that you, Miss Becky? Got you on my TV. All right. All right. Well, let's go to the favorite view that everyone has. Here we go. Hello, everyone. Good evening. We got 9 people here, so that's better than what we were running a few minutes ago. We need, 10, 15, 20. Really make this fun. But, all right, you all know how this works, I think. All right, that's right. It should be on top. Why am I not seeing it? Transform. It's locked. We'll unlock it. Okay, there it is. I'm trying to get all the screens fixed so so that we can so that the chat shows up in the appropriate window. So that, yeah. Yes, I want to remove. We want to add window capture. Window capture. No, not that one. That one. Okay. Y'all just bear with me for a few minutes, y'all. I've got the money in the oven drying because it just came in and I don't know about its moisture content. So we get you on my TV, gorgeous. Figured I'm Christy. Well, no, Chris, I was actually saying hey to Christy Tobin, and then I saw a Chris, so. All right, let me see who all was there. Let me check in. All right, I said hey to everybody, I think. All right, so the way that we run these is, these are pretty quick auctions. Generally on my blanks, because the blanks are not an auction, it's just if you see it and you want it, yell out a number. But these are auctions, so I start the price at the sales price, because money's money. But I set the price at the actually a couple dollars below the sales price. But this right here is, what is this? Which one is this? Is this no, it's not a Wall Street. This is one of the Elegant Beauties from Niles over at the Classic Nib. It is on an Imagination Woods blank. That is a honeycomb blank. It has purple, gold, and white and clear. But the main colors in it are purple and gold. Brushed stainless finish and a antique copper. It has a cross insignia at the band. Just an all-out stunning pin kit. So this is a Sierra style, which means it's on a 3/8 tube. The whole length of the pin is a little shorter than a normal pin. Perfect for purse or pocket carry. These are actually what I use, what I carry in my pocket most of the time. So, without further ado, let me find my timer. We will do, I've got pins ranging from $20 start price all the way up to $150 start price this evening. This is one of the middle ground ones. Start price on this one will be $45. 5-minute start. I just started the timer and go. And the camera view, yeah, it got a little bit better there. It looks like I've got about a 30 to 45 second up down delay, which means from the time I say go till it goes up, and then I see it again on my YouTube feed. So but the way this works, when that clock on the screen says 0, the last comment in the comment section, that's where it ends at. So if you're watching your feed and it's different than the feed in the, or if you're watching your chat feed and it's different than the one in the if your two feeds are different, go with the one on the screen. And then you're going to want to subtract 45 seconds-ish. We got no takers. Yay! All right. Got our first bid. Now the question is, if she just got it, that means her lag is right at 3 minutes, which would be terrible. Well, I mean, that's, you know, it's what we do. And I started off with one of the lower price pens. Y'all all talking smack over there in the chat. Clock is showing 1 minute remaining. $20 seconds. 20 seconds remaining. Done. Becky at 45. All right. Let's see. Who likes pencils? You like pencils? This one's that color you all love. You all love them. All right, now this is a mechanical pencil. It uses a 2 millimeter thick graphite in it. You can pick them up at Hobby Lobby. They're easy to find. Under the cap is an eraser and a sharpener so that you can get that sharp point. Because a 2 millimeter graphite is really thick. And the good thing about it is they don't break as badly. I use one of these as my shop pencil, and you can keep it dull and use it on wood, or you can sharpen it to an ultra fine point and still get that precision that you want. There's a view of the lead. Focus. There's the sharpener. And then you unscrew the top. And there's an eraser. I had a German customer one time who insisted that that was the rubber. So it's the rubber for her. All right. This one will start at $35. Oops, I got to get in a chat. Okay. We'll start this one at 35 for 5 minutes as soon as my timer gets back around so I can press it. And go. I'll zoom in so you can see the swirlies some. Let me just lock that manual focus in. Oh, well, quit trying. Right, Rhonda says she's first. Probably ought to get that off with a pair of pliers. Manual focus is much better, said no one. Yeah, like I say, I keep one of these in the shop as my shop pencil. Not one nearly as nice as that one, but and it has seen the wars. It's been covered in glue, covered in resin, um, and just keeps on working. I finally, I've been using it. Been using it in the shop probably 3 years, and late last year finally had to go and buy a piece of graphite for it. I know she needs to bid more just to make sure that she gets it. Let's see here. Which one will we do next? I've got another pencil, but I'll save it for later. Save it for another day. And the fireworks have started. Is this a fountain or is this a roller ball? It is a roller ball. This one's a fountain. I know somebody had said they wanted to see fountain pens, so we'll do a fountain pen next. Rhonda went up by $1. Yeah, that's funny. Tighten that feed up. Ah. I hadn't seen Pumpkin. He, oh, that's it. Rhonda at 36. Right. All right, next up is a classic fountain. Let me type that into the chat so I'll remember. Let me, hang on, we got some folks in the chat asking where it's at on the, over there in the group. So let me send them the link real quick. All right. Oops, wrong button. All right, a classic fountain on a hybrid with maple burl and aluminite. write these names down. On a sticky. Rhonda at 36. And Becky at 45. Where'd that other pen go? There it is. All right, Becky at 45. All right, so this is our classic fountain. We will start it at 40. Bidding on this item starts at 40. And the way I type that into the chat, it could be talking about something else. I'm just not sure. I think we're going to do one more pen, and then we'll get on to the casting. That I think Currency should have had time enough in the oven to bake any moisture off of it, maybe. If not, we'll have a big old mess tomorrow. And this is on a gold finish. It's on a gold and black finish kit. Nobody wants a fountain pen tonight? Alright, no bids. I'm going to go ahead and pull this one then. Since nobody wants it. Everybody's scared of a fountain pen. Alright, this will be the last one for the evening. We'll get to casting. This is a label cast item with some pretty flowers on it. Rhonda, was that bid on the fountain pen, Rhonda? We're gonna go ahead and I'll put the brake in. And Rhonda, you just let me know if that was on the fountain pen, and if so, it's yours. All right, now this is another Sierra. It's a label cast blank. That's as close as I can zoom in on it, but no matter how close you zoom, that image stays pretty awesome. It was one of the first label casts that I did with my new Canon Pixma 7220 printer, which is a photo grade printer, not your typical quote photo printer, but a real professional grade photo printer. This one is going to start at $45 for 5 minutes. And there we go. All right, so that was you, Rhonda. Okay. Goodness gracious, it's hot in here this evening. I don't know why. It's never this hot down here. Y'all can't bid the same thing. Okay, Brandy said give me another $1. Is my air conditioner not working? Y'all excuse the noise. Well, no, I can mute it. I gotta blow the filter out on this air conditioner. I would come back, but the air compressor's going now, so let me mute y'all again. Yay! All right, so I blew the filter out on the air conditioner, and it was like, oh, just a stream of cold air started flowing. So, all right, that is it. Jesse Randall at $48. So that was, I know y'all just bid again, but I ended it at 48, and that's where it's going to end at. I ain't taking them extra $4. Just wouldn't be right. All right, let me write that down. Jess at 48. Jess, I don't know that you are a customer yet. The name doesn't ring a bell, so just PM the page so that I can get with you on payment and shipping info. Or if you are a customer, just let me know as well. Like I say, that name doesn't really ring a bell. All right, and Miss Naomi is sad because she has missed out. So we're going to do another. Actually, we're going to do two more. We're going to do two more pins tonight, and then we'll get to casting. I want to give that currency enough time in the oven so that we don't have issues with moisture. That is the biggest threat to casting is moisture. All right, so this is a designer pin. This is a designer. Let it get back around. I'll stop it and zoom and pan and all that fun stuff. This one is mostly green with yellow and blue. For 5 minutes. I'm going to start this at 30 doll hairs for 5 minutes. Well, Naomi, it can be yours. I have another one that is a pretty awesome pen. It's actually one of my favorite juniors um, that I've ever turned, actually. And I have tended to keep it towards the back of the shelf at shows so that it doesn't sell. Even though I don't use it, it's just pretty and I like it. So and all these pens use standard refills. There's nothing unique about the ink cartridges. Um, they either use a Parker style refill, which is the all metal one with the skinny end on it and the fat back, or a cross style refill. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. The cross style is the long skinny one with the plastic part on the back that you thread on. Uh, or a rollerball refill. Think the Pilot G2s. That's a rollerball. It'll have a plastic ink cartridge, then with a very skinny end. Well, Becky, you can take it home with you. Uh, Y'all are too much. I mean, it's real easy. It's just like two keystrokes. Well, three if you count pressing enter. So, or send if you're on a phone. Jesse says she'll do $1 more. $39 seconds remain. Well, if you'd learn to spell my name right, that would be awesome. It's Jeremy. Jeremy. Not Jeremy. Oh, that's it. And it is Rhonda with the win. Rhonda at 37 for the win. Alright, now we're about to separate the, can't say men from the boys, from the, let's see, what can we say that won't get me in trouble? I can't say anything that won't get me in trouble, so. We're about to find out who is a real aficionado and who just likes to talk a lot. Because this, in fact, I'm going to display this a little differently so that you can get the full effect. Maybe that'll work. Alright, this one is very 3D. It's a mostly clear casting, just with a few color blotches in it. With a white back paint on it. This is a roller ball on a junior gent. It will come with a Easy Flow 9000 refill in it, and that is the refill that I suggest to use in it. All that white that you see is actually clear. The white is the back painting, and as it turns, you can see the 3D effect that it has. You can actually see that mica casting a shadow underneath it. Alright. Now the regular show price on this pen is $120. That's the show, that's what I listed at any art show that I go to. Some of them I actually listed a little bit higher, but my general starting price on this is $120. I'm going to offer it tonight beginning at $80. 80. It is a classic junior gentleman on, of course, an Imagination Woods pen blank. Chrome finish with black accents. $80 is the opening bid. 5 minutes runtime. This last one was Rhonda at 37. Is that a bid, Miss Becky? Or is that just a growling undertone of a bid? fine craftsmanship, excelling beauty. This is Lexus. And I guess so that there's something for everyone, I'll put a $20 pen up next. I do have those, you know. Not many of them, because they tend to sell fairly quick at the craft shows. At the craft shows. The art shows, honestly, people don't want the cheapest thing that you've got. It's weird. At a quote-unquote art show, it's the, say, $50 to $100 price range that does the best. At a craft show, it is the $80 to $150. I'm sorry, at a craft show, it's the $20 to $50 range. But then I had one customer come in and she bought Christmas for the whole family, basically. She must have bought 15 pens that night. I was just amazed. But anyway. Just add something pretty for distraction. Uh-oh. It'll fall down. It's a pretty ball. It's a pretty little thing. Okay, I'll get out of the way. And there is the sound. Congratulations, Becky! What was your bid? $87? No, just 80. Okay. Becky at 80. All right. All right, and as promised, starting bid at $20. The one that we had up to begin with. This one has every color in it, almost. It is yellow and blue and pink and green, some black. There's some gold in there, it looks like. This one's just a little peacock. The more you look at it, the more colors you see. So And we'll do this one starting at 20. Look at me now, I'm down to $20 for 5 minutes. What does that say about myself? What does that say about me? God, give me 20. Oh, the fireworks are going. I bet Pumpkin is going crazy. Hiding somewhere. I won't have my snuggle buddy tonight, even though he doesn't really snuggle much. Now these are awesome little pens. They make great gifts. This isn't a slim line. This is a trim line. If you notice, it has the larger center band than a slim line. They make great little gift pens. They use a Parker style refill, so they're dependable. Or not a Parker, I'm sorry. They use a Cross. They're dependable. The refills are dirt cheap. They're just a good. That's why this is the most popular pen and the one that everyone starts turning on. That's dye. Trying to clean my cups out, so we'll be ready for the casting session here in just a minute. Tell you what, I'm just going to get all the dirty cups and put them over there where they go. Clean them out Monday morning. I'm just a little bit afraid of that currency. I may use Royal Palm now. It'll be all right. I'll just pour. We'll just pour two in an individual mold. So that way, if we lose it, it's not that bad. Well, with the currency, we're just going to do clear because you don't want to really add any. You don't want to add any color to that. You won't be able to see the currency. But I also have a couple of hybrids that I need to pour. Let's see, what pots have we got available? Yeah, I've got a 3. So that's 1, 2, 3. That'll be 4. So I'll fill both those pots up. Yeah, That's it. Brandy Stevens at 20. Brandy at 20. All right. Well, this wasn't nearly as lively as it was in the chat earlier, but that's okay. It seems like the static auctions that I do run better than these. We actually there's time for everyone to see them and get some interest in it. I do have a few blanks, but I wasn't planning on doing them tonight. I was just going to do the pins and then cast these currency blanks. And I've got a couple other blanks that we can cast tonight. I've got this, which this is two pseudo burls, two of my pseudo burls, and we're going to pour some translucent resin in the middle. And then I've got two more back there with some stabilized wood that came out of the pot today, came out of the oven today rather. Went to sleep, it's only 9 o'clock. But let me go turn this other camera back on. It likes to turn itself off. And we'll go over to the casting bench and get started. I thought with it being plugged into AC, with the power being plugged in, it wouldn't turn itself off like that, but apparently, simply due to inactivity, it will turn itself off. So, there's that. I need to throw another mold in the oven. All right, now at this point, I cannot see your comments. Let me turn the TV on and throw that screen over here on the TV. Maybe, if the TV will work. Why isn't the TV coming on? All right, there we go, it's on. Oh, let me throw this chat window over there to the TV. What's it doing? Is it on the wrong input? HDMI 2. Maybe. Yes. Apparently the power blinked blinked earlier when we had some thunderstorms come through. Let me cast this tab to the TV so that I can see it. I'll have to turn the volume down. If not, we'll get triple reverb action going on. Alright, so I've got those two in the pot. $200 grams, 200, call it 300. Right. It's 201. That was the A side, and now this is the B side of the resin. .2. Yay! Now I cannot see your comments, unfortunately. Oh, and I just went way over. That's 210, and it was 201, 210.6, it was 201, that's 9.6. .4 and .4 is .8. And that's what you have to do. If you go over on your second side, whether it be A or B, you have to add the other side back to make it up. Illuminate needs to be precisely measured down to a tenth of a gram. At one point I had a scale that went to the 100th, and it was way too touchy, and it really doesn't matter down to the 100th. You can be as much as on pours, on a regular block pour, which is 560-ish grams for my pours, I can be plus or minus a half a gram on either side, and it will be just fine. Um, with clear castings, you actually want the B side just a little bit heavy. It makes the casting, makes it more clear. It ensures that you won't have any cloudiness. So now we're just mixing this up, making sure that we scrape the sides, get all the resin that has stuck to the sides into the bottom. Make sure that we get all of it loose and mixed in well. Now for the pseudo burl, I'm going to do just a little bit of color. Let me see. Those them? No. I trim them down to make sure that I had a good separation in the middle. I want to complement those colors. See, it is brown, bronze, and purple. So we will do, what will we do? We'll put some of these flake in it. To accent the purple portion. And we will do a flash red as well. That'll just give it little red tendrils running through it. Now you got to remember, we're only filling up this small portion here. Lumelite Clear has a 12-minute working time, which means from the time I got done mixing those until they need to be in the pot is 12 minutes. In the summertime, when ambient temperatures are higher, that can shrink. And in the wintertime, when temperatures are colder, that time can grow to, honestly, I've had it not even be ready to pour for 15 to 20 minutes in the past. I am climate controlled here in the shop, but when it's 90 degrees outside and the thermostat's set to 70, it still stays about 75 down here. Because I have a massive garage door on one end of the shop that gets the afternoon sun. I've got one layer of insulation on it. I'm probably going to add a second. I got the aluminum clad styrofoam insulation, and it does an awesome job. It cut it down probably 30 to 40% of the heat transfer that was happening. So yeah, y'all can see that. Okay, so this is the money blank. think I'm going to add a little bit more. It seems like when Zach had done them, he had said that you needed to add more than you thought you did. So add another handful. You know, just throwing money around. But we still have to wait for this resin to get up to temp so that all that cash doesn't just fall. So that would be bad. That would ruin the whole setup. If the resin is still thin when you pour it, anything that you have suspended will fall because of, you know, gravity and science and the fact that the earth is flat. True facts. But if you wait until it's closer to the end of its open time, it becomes a lot more viscous and will hold anything that you have suspended. And this glue gun is not hot enough yet. That first little run did fine, and now it's sitting here not wanting to push. So I put a little bit of hot glue on the bottom of these. They're not going to float, even though some wood will lift up with you. This, because it's aluminite, it's the same specific gravity, so it's not going to float, but it helps hold it in position, because when I pick it up to go move it, it will, why does that keep turning off? Are we back? Yep, we're back. Okay, sorry about that. I've got something in this GoPro configured wrong. If anyone is a GoPro genius out there, shoot me a private message on what setting to change to keep it from killing my camera 10 minutes into a shoot. Alright, we're at 98 on that one, 95 on this one. The magic number for Alumilite for color separation, when you're just doing a pour, the magic number is anything over 95 and up until it gels. Up until you're no longer pouring, but you're spooning it into the mold. For suspending items, when you have heavier stuff, chunky stuff that you're trying to hold in suspension, that magic number moves to around 115. You can go as high as 120, but at 120 you have got to be moving. I mean, it has got to be into the pot, under pressure, and done. I actually cannot, if my biggest pot is the only pot that I have available, I can't do a suspension pour because it takes too long to pressurize that pot. I'll end up with bubbles. I have to use one of my 5-gallon pots rather than my 10-gallon. If I'm going to do anything with suspension. Do that. I'll come in and pour just a little bit to move stuff around. Beautiful. Put a little bit more in here. And I'll move the camera and give y'all a flyover of this. Well, it's not. I've lost it in my view there. But hopefully that worked. Or are we frozen? We're not frozen, are we? Oh no, I did something. Not sure what I did. I'm gonna unplug that. Unplug that. Okay, we got camera failure. Well, that's all right. Y'all trust me. It'll be a-okay, I promise. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fade here. My GoPro has failed me. I don't know what's wrong. Every time before I've been able to reboot it, and it comes right back to being live. I don't know if I stepped on the capture card and messed the signal up or what, but it appeared to be frozen. So I just moved us over to the webcam view. It's a bit of a long lens shot, but it worked. So alright, there's that one. But this way y'all get to see me do my mad rush to the pressure pot too. So stick it in there, make sure it's sitting level. And done. Time. So I don't know, it's stuck in some kind of weird loop. The screen was flashing on and off. But I didn't spend the $300 on the cap cam or whatever capture card. I went cheap with it, and apparently that is the issue. So Yeah. I see it flashing here and there. And the view still isn't live over there, so I don't know. I'm gonna unplug it because I don't want to toast my brand new GoPro on a cheap capture card. All right. Get over here and get. Ooh, enchiladas. I like enchiladas. And I have got an awesome recipe. They're quick and they're easy. And they're just good. All right, we'll do a few blanks and then we'll call it a night. How's that sound to everybody? Y'all are asking about blanks. So I've got 6 blanks. We'll do these 6 real quick. No, I don't. I've got I've got 5 blanks. I've got 5 blanks that we'll do real quick. How's that sound to everybody? Don't know where my marker went. There it is. Oh, no wonder my faces look terrible tonight. I didn't have my key light on. God. All right. First blank up. First blank up. This is an $8 blank. It is, at first appearances, it is Christmassy. However, once turned, they are not, I assure you. Because there is just a little bit of blue in there, and that changes it from Christmas. Dagnabbit. But it is mostly green with a burgundy and white. It'll end up being a filigreed pattern, similar to the Fordite. If you'll notice when it swings back around. See all those thin layers? That'll be a Fordite style pattern on it. $8. Numbers between 1 and 50. If you are interested, throw a number out there. 2 minutes and go. Closest number without going over is the wiener. If everybody goes over, lowest number wins. Yeah, Brandy, that enchilada, you take a can of cream of chicken soup. You get one of the larger, not the small, not the really big, but the medium-sized sour cream. Half of the sour cream you mix into the cream of chicken soup, and then I add Taco Bell sauce, or any hot sauce to it will work, or red pepper, and then you divide that in half. Okay, you've shredded your chicken, you've cooked and shredded your chicken. You mix the chicken in with half of that mixture that you've made, and then you roll your enchiladas, put them in a casserole dish, Pour the other half of that mix on top. Cover with cheese, cover with aluminum foil for 30 minutes, 20 or 30 minutes. And then finish up without the foil on top to crisp the cheese. And it's done. And it's so good. Very quick, very easy. It's, you know, 15 minutes of prep time and 30 minutes in the oven and you're done. That's it. It's Brandy's. That was number 15 if anybody wonders. Alright, next up is a green spark. Again, $8. Lots of translucence in this, lots of sparkles. I'm sorry, this is not $8. This is a dispersion blank, and a dispersion blank is $11. It has the dispersion flake in it. I'm going to set up a GoFundMe for another camera for over there at the casting bench. Because moving this Canon around is not fun. I thought the GoPro would be a good solution. It's more trouble than it's worth, it seems like. The little YouTube ready video camera that I bought off Amazon for $100 is terrible. It's the one with, I mean, the video quality was awful. It was the one that was so choppy. We had like half the frame rates in it. Well, I fixed the frame rate problem, but then the graininess of the video became obvious. And I'm trying to shoot everything in 1080 or better. I mean, the Canon does 2K. The webcam does 1080. The GoPro does 4K. I'm only shooting at 2K though. Brandy's the winner. It was number 11. Ah! Alright, we have one of these bronze beauties. And let me show you what these look like turned. Alright, y'all have been a little reluctant to buy these, it seems like. Because when I list the blanks, they're either a slow go or a no-go. But here is what a similar blank looks like turned. Wait for it to come around. Focus. Oh, I gotta throw a battery in the Canon or we're gonna lose it. Hang on just a second, y'all. And it just went down. Now give me just a minute. Let me throw a battery in it and reboot it. Alright, there we go. We're back up. that was the problem with it. I needed to I needed to move the scene back and forth. Well, I'm trying to get focused. But that's what these blanks look like once they're turned. Oh, they are just a gorgeous, gorgeous mix of color. Oh. And this is a molten metal on, or a bronze beauty is what I called it this week, on a Junior Joshua. And this pen is $135 if anyone is interested in it, just so you know. Alright, now let's get back to the task at hand. 1 minute, best number between 1 and 50. You see who is not respecting the live stream and texting me. It was Miss, I'm going to call her out. That was Miss Jess Randall, not respecting the live stream. This one goes by several names. This one was Bronze Beauty this week, I think. But it's basically, it's a red, gold, and bronze mix. I call them a couple different things. I don't have a set recipe for most of my colors, even though that is coming. Alright, Naomi, you're the winner on this one. The number was 21, because Brandy, I think that 7 you had was for the last one. So Naomi Hume. But if Brandy, if you were in on this one with that number 7 up there, just let me know, and I'll let y'all fight, and the winner takes it all. Alright, where's all my purple lovers at? Where's all my purple people at? This is blue, purple, gold, and silver. Turn autofocus off. There we go. Yeah, Brandy, it's actually part of one of those sets, if I'm not mistaken. See, who is purple and gold? But this one has got too much blue in it to be that team color. Purple and gold, purple and gold. Who is that? All right, Brandy, this one's yours. Last one for the night, then I'm going to bed, y'all. Now all this lighter blue is translucent. Not that, but this lighter blue right in through here is translucent. But that's a pretty blank. That's gonna make a pretty pen. Where's my sides? My sides are showing. My sides are showing. Back that thing up. Oh, I can't get my focus right tonight. I'm having issues tonight, y'all. Can't get my focus right. I can't get the lights done right. My cameras are losing. Just don't know what to do with myself. Vikings, yes, that's who it is. Alright. Brandy, was that on this one? Brandy, was that number 10 on this one or on the last one? That had to have been on the last one. Yeah, it was. Alright, this one goes to Naomi. Congratulations. Thank you all for your business. Thank you for this wonderful week. We had another awesome week. Lots of awesome blanks, lots of awesome customers. We couldn't make the blanks without the customers. So, and I guess y'all want to see what the pretty was earlier. I'm going to put it back on the lathe and change the shape. It looked awesome on the lathe, but then once it came off and got on a bottle stopper, it's just nah. Green and purple honeycomb. There's always more of everything, Brandy. Send it to Becky. All right. Naomi, your pens go to Becky too, Naomi? So I think you got a pen, didn't you? Let's see. Rhonda, Becky, Jess, Brandy. Okay, you didn't get a pen. All right. Well, I mean, I know y'all like it. Bow, chicka, brow, cow, wow, wow. Alright, send to Becky. Alright, done. Oh, you did get 2 blanks. Send to Becky. Now, do I bill her for them too, or just send them to her? All right, thank y'all. Y'all have a safe 4th of July. If y'all are still going to go out and light fireworks and all that fun stuff, enjoy the rest of your weekend, if nothing else. And we will see you.